The streets of El Paso were glowing under the warm Texas night, but for ARMY, the city suddenly felt brighter than ever for one reason only. Jimin and Jungkook had been spotted together again. Not on stage, not during rehearsals, not surrounded by cameras and flashing lights prepared by official staff, but together, quietly, naturally, almost like two people who simply wanted to spend time with each other when nobody was supposed to notice. And the moment the first blurry photo surfaced online, the fandom exploded. At first, it was only a single post from a fan account. A shaky picture taken from across the street showed two familiar figures walking side by side near a luxury restaurant in El Paso. One wore a black hoodie with the hood pulled low, hands tucked into pockets. The other wore an oversized jacket and a beanie, trying to stay hidden beneath the dim city lights. But ARMYs know them too well, too well. Within minutes, fans zoomed in on every detail imaginable. The walk, the shoulders, the shoes, the way the taller figure slightly slowed his pace as if waiting for the other to catch up. And suddenly, one sentence began spreading across social media faster than wildfire. Jikook is together again. The internet practically collapsed after that. Thousands of comments flooded timelines. Why are they always together? That's literally couple behavior. No, because Jungkook waited for Jimin before crossing the street. They look so comfortable around each other, I'm crying. But what truly sent fans into emotional chaos wasn't just the fact that they were seen together, it was the atmosphere between them. Even from blurry photos, there was something painfully soft about the way they moved around each other. No awkward distance, no forced interaction, just quiet familiarity. The kind that only exists between two people who have spent years becoming each other's safe place. And for longtime fans, it brought back memories, so many memories. The matching smiles, the late-night lives, the accidental touches during concerts, the way Jungkook always seemed to look for Jimin first in crowded rooms, the way Jimin's expressions softened whenever Jungkook laughed. Fans remembered everything, especially because this wasn't the first time rumors about them living together again had spread through the fandom. For years, ARMYs had joked that no matter where life took them, Jimin and Jungkook somehow always found their way back to each other, sometimes through matching schedules, sometimes through suspiciously identical locations, sometimes through tiny details nobody else would notice. And now, El Paso had become the newest chapter in the story fans could not stop talking about. According to fans who claimed they were nearby that evening, the two idols looked unusually relaxed. One witness even posted that they heard laughter coming from their table inside the restaurant. Not loud laughter, not performative laughter, but the kind of laughter shared between people who already understand each other without needing explanations. That detail alone shattered the fandom emotionally, because if there's one thing fans have always believed about Jikook, it's this: their connection feels effortless, and perhaps that is why people can never stop talking about them. Hours after the photos appeared online, hashtags began trending worldwide. Hashtag Jikook in El Paso, hashtag Jimin and Jungkook, hashtag Jikook forever. Millions of fans stayed awake analyzing every second of the alleged sighting like detectives in a romance drama. One fan pointed out that Jungkook appeared to be carrying a shopping bag while Jimin held nothing. Another noticed that Jimin walked unusually close to Jungkook despite the open sidewalk. Someone else claimed Jungkook slightly leaned toward Jimin while they talked. Tiny moments, tiny details, but for fans who have spent years watching their bond grow, those details meant everything. And then came the biggest moment of all, a short clip, only 7 seconds long, 7 seconds that nearly broke the internet. In the video, the two figures are seen leaving the restaurant entrance. Staff members walk ahead while the pair remains slightly behind. Jimin appears to say something first, causing Jungkook to suddenly smile, really smile. The kind of smile fans hadn't seen from him in weeks. Not a polite smile, not a stage smile, a real one. His shoulders relaxed instantly afterwards, and for a brief second, he looked completely at peace beside Jimin. That was enough. ARMYs collectively lost their minds. Look at Jungkook's face. He looks so happy next to Jimin. I'm literally crying at work. This is not friendship anymore, Your Honor. TikTok edits flooded timelines within an hour. Sad music, slow-motion zooms, dramatic captions, entire compilations comparing old Jikook moments to the new El Paso sighting. And somehow, the emotional impact only grew stronger, because deep down, many fans felt that something about Jimin and Jungkook had changed recently. Not in a bad way, in a deeper way, more mature, more settled. Their interactions lately carried a quiet comfort that was difficult to explain. It wasn't chaotic teasing anymore. It wasn't just playful flirting during concerts. It felt domestic, soft, real, and fans noticed, especially after one particular moment during rehearsals weeks earlier, when Jungkook unconsciously searched for Jimin in the middle of a conversation with staff. The clip had gone viral instantly at the time. Now, paired with the El Paso outing, fans believed it confirmed what they had always suspected. No matter how busy life became, Jungkook naturally gravitated toward Jimin. Always. Even older ARMYs who usually avoided shipping discourse admitted the chemistry between them was impossible to ignore lately, because there was something undeniably emotional about seeing them choose each other off stage too, away from cameras, away from performances, away from fan service accusations. Just two people spending time together in another city late at night. And perhaps that's why the sighting affected fans so deeply. It felt intimate. Not because of romance rumors alone, but because it showed trust, comfort, consistency, the kind of connection that survives years of pressure, fame, exhaustion, and endless public attention. Meanwhile, Korean forums began translating international fan reactions almost immediately. Some comments read, "Jungkook genuinely looks happiest around Jimin. They've been inseparable lately. Even the way they walk together feels emotional." Others tried to remain logical. "They're close friends. Please stop overanalyzing." But even those comments couldn't stop the tidal wave of emotions spreading through the fandom, because logic rarely wins against feelings in the world of Jikook, especially not after everything fans have witnessed over the years. People remembered Jungkook calling Jimin beautiful. They remembered the emotional concert moments, the lingering glances during speeches, the accidental matching outfits, the quiet protectiveness Jungkook often showed whenever Jimin looked tired. And suddenly, all those memories returned at once because of one simple night in El Paso. One dinner, one walk, one smile. That was all it took. As midnight passed in different countries around the world, ARMYs continued discussing the sighting non-stop. Some created theories, some wrote emotional posts, others simply admitted they missed seeing Jimin and Jungkook like this again. One viral tweet read, "They don't even need to do anything dramatic anymore. Just existing beside each other makes the entire fandom emotional." And honestly, that perfectly described the situation, because Jikook's power had never depended on grand gestures. It lived inside tiny moments, the subtle ones, the real ones, the moments that looked ordinary to everyone else but felt enormous to the people paying attention. Like Jungkook automatically turning his head when Jimin spoke, or Jimin unconsciously smiling after making Jungkook laugh, or the way they somehow always ended up beside each other without trying. Fans noticed all of it. They always would. And somewhere in El Paso that night, completely unaware of the emotional destruction happening online, Jimin and Jungkook were simply spending time together. Maybe talking about the tour, maybe joking around like usual, maybe enjoying the rare freedom of walking through a city together. No stage lights, no choreography, no expectations, just them. That thought alone made fans emotional beyond words, because after years of watching them grow up under the spotlight, seeing moments of genuine peace between them felt strangely precious, especially for fans who had witnessed every era of their bond, from shy trainees to chaotic younger members to global superstars to whatever this beautiful, confusing, emotionally devastating connection had become now. And perhaps the reason Jikook continues captivating millions of people is because their relationship, whatever name people choose to give it, feels deeply human. There's history there, trust, comfort, a kind of silent understanding that cannot be faked over time. And in El Paso, fans believed they caught another tiny glimpse of it, not through interviews, not through scripted content, but through ordinary moments shared between two people who clearly enjoy being together, which somehow made everything feel even more romantic. Later that day, another fan account uploaded additional photos, allegedly taken after the dinner outing. This time, the images showed the pair walking toward a vehicle with staff nearby. Again, nothing explicitly romantic happened, yet somehow the emotional intensity only increased because Jungkook briefly turned around as if checking whether Jimin was still behind him. That was it, one tiny action, but for ARMYs, it felt enormous. He always checks for Jimin. Why is he so naturally protective? I'm unwell. The fandom collectively